One of the common things I hear about car crashes, when we take patient history, we go pretty deep, and we ask about your social history, your family history, your injury history, and many, many more things. But one thing I frequently hear is I've learned the hard way to ask my patients, what I don't ask is I don't ask, have you ever been in a car wreck? Because it's easy to get a no when it may not be the answer. So what I'll say to you is I'll say, how many car wrecks have you been in? Because I literally had a case of a patient who I asked, how many car wrecks have you been in? Her answer was 0. I said, really? 0? None? No fender benders? No rear ends? Nothing? She went, okay, 4. That was her second answer, was 4. So when I hear the fender bender thing, one of the things that comes to mind is these speeds have been studied. And there's a really great study that's a videography study that shows a guy who's actually an engineer who volunteered to be in a car and be hit. His car was sitting, and they have what's called a bullet vehicle, which hits the stationary vehicle. And they measured the forces that were in his head and neck. Now he got hit at 9.9 miles an hour, so that's under 10 miles an hour. And what they found that the forces introduced into his neck were incredible. There was 13 G's of force into his head and neck in an instant. Now, to put that in perspective, it's been shown that fighter pilots who fly, F-18s and these amazing jets, if they don't have their sort of like pump-up suit that pushes all the blood out of their extremities, at 8 G's, they begin to lose consciousness in a hard turn. So you're literally taking almost double the force of a fighter pilot in an instant into a really focal area. So believe you me, you are injured even in these low-speed wrecks. These low-speed wrecks, deeply studied, and we now know that because they're underestimated in terms of what it does to you, the results can impact you for the rest of your life. So if you get in a car wreck, get checked by your trusted healthcare provider, specifically one that's trained in structural spine care.